During the most recent episode of The View, the panelists discussed some of the key figures at the center of the government shutdown. While all of the panelists had something to add to the conversation, it was Sarah that got the most heated. She was perturbed that some lower-income individuals may not be able to eat, while other politicians discussed privilege concerns. After expressing her frustration, Sarah's eyes grew wide as she gave an impassioned plea. She exclaimed, "Do your jobs and makes **** happen." The latter half of the sentence was bleeped out. Sarah looked like she was mouthing the words instead, as the network had to censor her. She shook her head afterward and appeared to be trying to center herself. The crowd cheered her on, but Sarah didn't make any other fiery remarks. Recently, The View fans had a laugh at a comment Sarah made about Whoopi Goldberg. During a recent episode of The View, the panelists discussed how former President Donald Trump had been found defrauding banks and insurance companies. Sarah called Trump a caricature, explaining her rationale. "When you see him, the wealthiest person in a room is usually in a hoodie," she said. The panelists laughed and looked at Whoopi Goldberg, who was dressed in a hoodie and sweats. "Like, it's not the person in. Sorry, that wasn't about you," Sarah said as she looked in Whoopi's direction. The actress looked dumbfounded for a moment. The entire table broke out into laughter. "Sorry, Whoopi," Sarah called out while laughing. "Well, she is the richest one here," Joy Behar chimed in. Whoopi didn't reply as she grinned at Sarah's joke. Sarah meant that usually, wealthy people don't need to wear logos and flashy clothing to point out that they are as such. Recently, Sarah was replaced after she remained absent from The View for an extended period. Instead, a beloved Good Morning America star joined in her place as a guest co-host on Friday. After missing The View without warning on Thursday, Sarah was once again out from the show the following day. Sitting in her chair instead was ABC News correspondent Deborah Roberts. At the start of the show, host Joy Behar, who takes over moderating duties on Whoopi Goldberg's day off of Fridays, told the audience, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday's show. Sarah is out. I think she has a wedding or something." Sunny Hostin confirmed that the 46-year-old had been out because she was at a wedding. The GMA star smiled and shared how happy she was to be at The View. The 63-year-old had been on an Italian getaway with her husband, Today host Al Roker, all week to celebrate her birthday and their anniversary. She shared a video on her Instagram story to reveal she went right from her trip to co-hosting The View. Before her absence, Sarah responded to fans who believed she might be pregnant. She opened up about the possibility of expanding her family on Monday's installment of The View, Behind the Table podcast. Sarah, 45, sat down with the show's executive producer, Brian Tita, to recap her birthday on Monday's episode and to discuss other miscellaneous topics. One was a hot topic that the panel didn't get to debate on air, but was a favorite of Sarah's. The TV star recalled the so-called skinny arm debate coined by Riverdale actress Lily Reinhart that's been circulating the media. Last week, the 27-year-old got candid on X, formerly known as Twitter, about her body dysmorphia, particularly regarding her arms. "My body dysmorphia has been going crazy because I feel like my arms need to be half the size they are currently," she wrote in part on Thursday. "We've glamorized these skinny arms that for most of us can only be achieved if you're a literal adolescent," Lily added.